What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Rooted in Reptiles. Today I'm going to be giving you some pro tips on reptile lighting, so stick with me and I'll show you how to do your reptile lighting much cheaper. You're watching Rooted in Reptiles, where you will find a ton of quality evidence-based reptile keeping and captive breeding information. Okay guys, so I don't buy the Reptile brand when it comes to lighting. I am looking for deals. I want whatever I'm using to be safe, obviously. But I feel like there's certainly a markup when it comes to like Reptile brands. So you can buy those dome lights and the UVB tube light strips and everything like that for Reptiles through the front running Reptile brands, or whatever you want to call them. But I think there's a much cheaper and effective way to do it that is just as good. So we'll start off with UVB. So I use 4-foot fixtures for UVB. I like 4-foot cages. It's just me, I like that. So if you're using a 4-foot cage, this right here is a fantastic deal. So this is a Hydra Crunch grow light fixture. This I buy these off of Home Depot's website. Now this fixture, you get this fixture obviously, and then it comes with a stand that will suspend this light. You can see here it has these holes in the top. The stands are just a few screws to put them together. So you can use this light suspended from the stand, or you can set it on top of your enclosure, or you can mount it inside of an enclosure, however you wanted to do it. But this is only $55 in comparison to like your typical Reptile brands. And that's $55 shipped to your door. Now it's like 54 something, but then you have to add in a little bit of tax depending on where you live. But $55 shipped to your door for free is a great deal to me, especially for a 4-foot T5 fixture. This comes with a light bulb in it, as you can see, but I don't use that. Obviously, I switch it out for a 4-foot T5 UVB bulb. But I searched around. I felt like I could find cheaper fixtures than what you find like shopping on Reptile websites, and I did. I came across this again on Home Depot's website, and it's super cheap. I mean, it's just, I've been using some now for a while, and I love them. They work great. It's a nice, sturdy, heavy fixture. I have zero complaints. It has a switch on it. If you wanted to use this, right there you can see it has an on and off switch. If you wanted to use it on a timer, you could just leave the switch on and plug it into a timer, however you wanted to do it. Now, as far as heat lamps go, I have two options here. Both of these are purchased from your local Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply is what we have around here in Pennsylvania. There is some as you go down south. I forget what the name of them is called. But these are brooder lamps. Well, this is a brooder lamp. So this lamp right here is $10. And this is a ceramic fixture with a silver dome. Obviously, if you didn't like silver, you could take the ceramic fixture part out. It just unscrews the two halves, and then you could spray this black with any type of high heat spray paint, and it would look black. It would look just as good as anything else you would buy. Now these, again, are only $10, and they can take 250 watt bulbs, no problem. I use them for all my chicks when I am hatching chicks in the spring, and I have zero complaints about these. They do dent pretty easy because the shield is fairly thin, so that's something you have to look out for. But when you can buy two of these for the price of one reptile fixture online, there's no question to me. This is good. I can put any range heat bulb I want in it, up to 250 watts, which is plenty of heat for anything that you're going to keep indoors for the most part. So, I mean, 250 watts is a hot freaking bulb. That is a hot bulb. So these don't have a switch, which is where this one comes in. Now this is basically the exact same thing as this. Again, purchased from your Tractor Supply or local ag store. Now this is, again, a 250 watt fixture, but this one has a switch. Okay, back from a weird intermission. These lights here were sold as job lights, but these don't have the switch, which is why you spend the extra $2 for this one. So I'm going to take the two of these that I just bought back because they don't have switches in them. And they're literally the exact same thing as this brooder lamp, but they don't have switches. Now this is the lamp that I thought that I was buying when I bought those. So I'm going to have to return those. But this lamp here is, you can see, has a switch. They call these, I think, job site lights or shop lights. Again, they take 250 watt bulbs, but they have this switch for an extra $2, which is nice if you're not using a timer. For my quarantine animals, I like this. I just pulled this off of one of the tubs or one of the cages that I have, so I could show you that they do make them with switches. But again, now I guess you have to pay attention to make sure that they have the switch, or you should just buy this one because it's saving $2 or $3, whatever it is. So again, those are my pro tips. Sorry about the weirdness of that. Usually when these are mounted like this, and these are the job site lights. The brooder lamps have the dome inverted, and that was where I found these, but I'm gonna have to take those back. I don't know if they were mismarked or what, but yeah, this is what you're gonna want if you want the switch. You can see it's actually a little bit shinier, but again, ceramic fixture, dome. You can paint it black if you want to, and these have the switch, which I like. So I hope that helps you guys save some money when it comes to reptile lighting. I know there's a million different options out there, but shop around. Don't shop at places you would typically think to find your reptile lighting, because there are lights that are just as good as any of the reptile brands that are much cheaper. You know, if you go to a reptile store, you're gonna spend, I don't know, $20, $30 for a lamp that can take a 150 watt bulb, and I'm spending $12 for one with a switch that can take a 250 watt bulb. And if I don't like them silver, a can of paint is maybe $5 for high heat black spray paint. So really there's no question about it to me. You know, now these aren't like the specialty tall domes or anything like that, but for a general reptile light, this is great. You know, this works great. So I hope that helps you guys. I have to get these returned now, but again, I will see you on the next Pro Tips episode. I have some more that I'm gonna do for things like decor and substrates and all kinds of stuff like that. So with that, I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you on the next one. Just remember, guys, stay rooted in reptiles.